All right.
Awesome. Hey guys, I want everybody to check out James's shirt. Spirit of excellence right now.
It's backwards.
Dom Leo.
Compliments of Sir Dom Leo. This is a phrase that I say all the time, spirit of excellence. I'm going to do all of my life with the spirit of excellence. And he heard me say it and he made me a shirt. How cool is that? So Dom, I'm repping it today. I'll be repping it a lot. And I appreciate the gift so much. I'm loving it already.
Guys, we're just in such a state of reflection, a state of gratitude, a state of, really, really setting ourselves and looking back at this year, the positive things that have happened, maybe the growing pains that took place, maybe the places where you say, I missed that a little bit, but I'm going to learn from that so I can pivot into the new year. James and I, we were just talking, and we were talking about how amazing the week of Christmas actually is. How this is the greatest week of just slowing down. It feels like the whole world just shuts down the week of Christmas. Like the whole world just takes a breather, and how important it is to have that breather so that you can enter into a brand new season of growth, a brand new season of understanding, a brand new season of implementing new things, trying new things, getting uncomfortable. And so this is the week, you guys, to focus on what you've done, what you're proud of, areas that you've grown in personally. What did those look like? Maybe some places only to reflect back and say, hey, you know what, I might have missed it a little bit, but I learned from that, so I won't make that mistake again. One of the things, that reminds me of that is we just spent some time with Titus and Taylor and baby Liza Grace. And I was with...
For those of you who don't know, that is Odd's brother and his wife. For those of you who don't know.
Okay. So my baby niece was walking around and I was playing with her, and she's 1 year old. And she turned around the corner and we were like playing tag together. She got a little scared and she slipped and she fell. And I felt so bad about it. I mean, I was like, I don't want to hold her again. I feel so bad. Like that shouldn't have happened. And my dad looked at me and he said, she needs to learn that making mistakes is okay. You're not going to go through life without having a bump or a bruise. You're not going to go through life without hitting your head sometimes. You've got to learn how to pick yourself back up and to move forward. And so when we're in this season of reflection, and you're in this season of looking at yourself to say, hey, you know what? These are the areas I really excelled in. Maybe not so much this area, but like this is a part of life to move yourself forward. And so that is really what this coming up week is all about.
Yeah, and amidst all of that, I went live on the Isagenix business page yesterday talking about changes and talking about even making subtle changes with our time and with our choices. And, I know that during this time of year, we can get so focused on that, right? And we can set these huge goals, and it can feel like by the second or third week, we just don't have it in us. And I know, like all of you, we truly believe we want this. Who wants this year to be different? Who wants this year to truly yield a different result? And so in that, what we're going to talk about tonight, one of the things is the IsaRally. And I have some really very, let's see, last week I shared some teasers. This week I'm actually going to share a piece of information that nobody else in the field knows. I actually know that. And I'm going to leave it up to you guys to keep it locked tight. It is some incredibly exciting news, and I'm going to share it with you here at the end. But it's going to kind of tie in after this. So, IsaRally, who has logged on to IsaRally.com? Show of hands, or in the comment in the chats. Is anybody? Okay, Lane and Chelsea. All right. So IsaRally.com, IsaRally.com is going to be your go-to. Joy, I love it, is going to be your go-to place. You want to familiarize yourself with that this coming week. What IsaRally is it's a really a time where you're going to get together with a team And
which you get to choose.
Which you get to choose. You get to select the team that you want to work with, and you're all going to work together based off of a couple of simple criteria that Isagenix has set in place that is all on IsaRally.com, and we're going to go over with you right now. It's a point system, okay, based off of enrollments and rank advancements. That's the only thing. And you guys, what we love about IsaRally, and this is something that we always talk about, is that it keeps things so incredibly simple. Who loves simplicity? We go to work to make things complicated. When you can order something off Amazon, or you go into the mall and you have a seamless experience and it's so simple, don't you just appreciate that? Or you're like, wow, there was no thinking in it. So the IsaRally is going to be that for you. Because I don't know about you, but when I first started Isagenix, sometimes the question I asked myself was, what do I need to do to grow my business? Has anybody asked themselves that before? What do I need to do? Okay, IsaRally is going to take the question out of it. It's giving you points based off of two things: personal enrollments and rank advancements. Now, for those of you who are new, when you go onto that website, you're going to see 1 PET. I'm going to type it in the chats, and you're going to see 2 PET. So it's going to look like this: 1 PET and 2 PET. Who in the chats can tell me, or tell the other people that may not know what that means? Comment in the chats if you know what 1 PET and 2 PET means. Mom, can you tell me what it is?
Personally enrolled team.
Personally enrolled team. Correct. Thank you, Alicia. I love that. I know, Mom, you were getting at that. Personally enrolled team. So what this means is if I enrolled Dom would be my 1 PET. Okay, and this is important to understand because this is how the points work for IsaRally, and we want to break this down for you so everybody feels empowered to go forward and win this, because we'll tell you what you're going to win here in a second. So if I enrolled Dom, then Dom would be my 1 PET. Does that make sense? Okay, now, if Dom were to go and enroll Chelsea, then Chelsea would be my 2 PET, because she's 2 people removed from me and I enrolled Dom. Thumbs up if this makes sense. Okay, so here's the exciting thing, you guys. It's like degrees of separation, yes. So here's the thing. This contest and this IsaRally is not just predicated on your sole work. Who gets excited about that? Network marketing is so powerful because it's not just dependent on you. This is a team effort. So what this is really big on in IsaRally is identifying your team, identifying this last week of the year who you want to run with. Now, you don't have to register your team right now. There is a window of time. Registration for it actually opens up January 6th. Official registration for it opens up January 6th. But the points start tracking January 30th. Okay? So you won't see them because it's not going to be a live enrollment until January 6th, but the points will be tracking. So anything you do from January or December 30th to January 6th is going to count towards the IsaRally. Does this make sense? Also, anything your first or second PET do is going to contribute to that. So the points work like this. So basic, so simple. Whenever you enroll somebody between 100 and 199 BV.
And all of this is on the website too.
All of it's on the website. I'm literally reading the website right now. It's so easy. Whenever you enroll somebody with between 100 and 199 BV, you're going to receive 1 point. Super easy, right? Okay. Whenever any of your first or second PET, meaning if Dom were to enroll anybody with 100 to 199, or Chelsea were to enroll anybody with 100 to 199, I'm also going to get 1 point for Dom and for Chelsea. Does that make sense? And both of them are going to get points because that's their personally enrolled. Is this making sense? Okay. So the same thing is going to apply when you enroll somebody with 200 BV or greater. That same thing, except you're going to get 2 points. Does that make sense? So it's exciting because you can really start to be getting points more when your team and your first and second PET are simply going out and enrolling people. Now, on our team, we lead with the value pack. That's what the majority of people come in with, which is over 200 BV. So every enrollment that comes in, it's a value pack, is going to be 2 points for anybody that I enroll, anybody that Dom enrolls, and anybody that Chelsea enrolls.
Yeah.
Is this making sense so far? Thumbs up. Is anybody lost? Now's the time to ask questions. If you have any questions, fire away.
Well, and guys, just to remember, if you're on this line and you're saying, okay, I'm trying to write this down, this is all on isagenics.com.
You can actually pull it up on your phone or your computer.
You can pull it up on your phone and you can see what the points are. But let me tell you what excites me about IsaRally moving forward is being a part of Isagenix and James being on the field advisory board. We've been able to have an inside look at the pivoting and the innovation of Isagenix. One of the things that we see with IsaRally is the depth that this is going to create within your organization. You will win this amazing trip by not only you following the actions and enrolling the people, but when you empower your 1 and your 2 PET to do that as well. So when I look at this contest, every time that we as Freedom Living team all say, hey, we're all gonna link arms together and move forward in this, there's always a deeper reason as to why we say, hey, we're focusing on this contest, on this promotion, on this challenge, because it's not just about what you're winning. It's not just about the fun, amazing prize that you get at the end of it. Whether or not you get to the end of it, your entire organization changes for the better. Because just like what Dom said in the chat, you're driving the line. And here on Freedom Living Team, and what James and I have always taught, is that we want this team to have long-term residual income. We want that deep growth so that you can do what you want when you want, whatever that looks like to you, whatever that means to you. That is why I'm excited about IsaRally, because we're driving the line, we're growing in depth, and it shows that just like what James has been saying over the course of this year of him being on the field advisory board, Isagenix are putting things in place to help us have success. And that is why when we're getting up and gearing up and saying, hey, how are we going to do this? And what is this going to look like? I get really excited about the outcome of what this is going to be for all of our organizations.
So the running dates for it, you can write this down, is going to be December 30th through April 26th. Now, this goes back in line with what we were talking about last week in terms of the most important time of the entire year. The mass majority of people, rank advancements, you name it, are going to happen. If you want to have a big year, they're going to happen in the first quarter. It's the most pivotal time for anybody's organization. And so what we're encouraging everyone to do is to be taking a look and saying, okay, who are the people in my life or in my team or my organization, or people who have not yet enrolled, but you think could be great running partners with you for this IsaRally, and could be a great challenge contest for you guys to run and like rally together. Identifying those people and getting them clued in with what this IsaRally is. Because let me be honest, I'll be really, really honest. The people who win these contests, you guys, at the Grand Adventure Challenge this last year, Landon Chelsea, Lindsay Francis, Dustin and Elizabeth McConnell, the people who win these contests are the people who focus, they understand what is quantifying the points and what's causing the growth. They go to work to understand that. You guys, Lane and Chelsea are, I believe, in the top five leader in actions in the entire company.
Woohoo!
That, give them some love in the chat, you guys. That's a massive deal in the entire company. Now, if you remember last January when Audrye and I were starting out this year, we said, listen, we're going to be going in that direction. But with these contests, Isagenix they put everything right then and there. So if you're saying to yourself, I want to grow my business in 2020, Isagenix has put this IsaRally together so you can do just that. But it's up to us to understand how it works, how we can earn points, and how we can maximize our team earning points too, so that we can, so that your team can win. Now, what are you going to win? You're going to win a VIP experience in Salt Lake City, Utah, which is where Global Celebration is going to be. It's going to be all expenses paid, meaning you're going to get that trip paid for. Your team's going to get that trip paid for. There's going to be receptions. I believe there's going to be a meet and greet with Jim and Kathy. You're going to get some great time in with them. And what's also great as well is that they have included individual point kind of markers along the way. Okay, so this is a team contest, but you individually can earn your own prizes along the way at different point increments. So the level 1 prizes is when you get 15 points. So if you personally get 15 points, boom, you've just qualified yourself for that level 1 prize. When you get 30 points, you will earn the level 2 prize. When you get 50 points, you earn the level 3 prize. And when you earn 75 points, you get the level 4. Now, they haven't released what those prizes are yet, but it's Isagenix. They always are high class. They give some amazing incentives and amazing prizes. But here's what's exciting, you guys, is that this year will look different when you collaborate with other people and say, listen, let's not overcomplicate this. We've taught connecting, we've taught the skills. Let's look at how we can actually win a contest that Isagenix is putting on, and let's go for that. Trudy Maples, she did a live on Isagenix Business. She's a dear friend of ours. She's a 7-figure earner in Isagenix. She's been in for about 5 years, I believe. 5 years. She makes $1 million plus a year. She said, James, my business exploded, absolutely exploded, when myself and 1 or 2 of my leaders took the IsaRally seriously. And that's all we focused on. And we focused on the IsaRally. So again, this is to demystify what it takes to build this business. This is really all that it is. If you're doing this and you're earning points with helping your team rank advance and bringing in new members, that's it. You're going to win and your business is going to grow. Yeah.
Well, and I'm thinking about the law of focus. Okay. What you focus on expands. What you focus on, you become. When we look at the contest previously, what works for other people is what we want to continue to focus on. So when the Great Adventure Challenge came out, I remember specifically we would walk into Lane and Chelsea's home, and Chelsea had a piece of paper. And on that piece of paper, her and Lane would write down everything that they did that week. She always had that piece of paper on her. Now, Lindsay Francis was the exact same way. I remember we went to Dustin and Elizabeth McConnell's home, and they had a whiteboard, and they had everything that they needed focused on it every single day. Where we can mess up as human beings is we can look at this great big grand picture and say, I got 5,500 things I can focus on, and it gets you an analysis paralysis, and you can't move forward. It's daunting. It absolutely is. So when we're focusing as a team, okay, going into 2020, we're focusing on the IsaRally so that not only you guys are going to see your business grow, but more excitingly, your personally enrolled are going to see their business grow. How does this work? When your personally enrolled grows, you grow, which grows everybody. And that is why I love Isagenix. We win all together as a team. And that is exactly where we're going. So what you focus on expands. So as you're gearing up, you're in this reflection, we're in this slingshot where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling it. There's so much. James and I got back, and we've been feeling this stirring and this energy where I'm like, hey, let's do all that. And he's like, let's reflect. Let's reflect. Let's prepare so that we can execute when 2020 happens. And that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, this slingshot is we feel, we were talking about it when we were driving today, and like there's so much. Audrye and I have spent so much time talking the past 2 months while we've been traveling, and recently there's just been a lot of silence between us sometimes when we're hanging out, because our minds are just turning and we're just envisioning really, the work that we're all going to take. This is about action, and there's so many exciting things that Isagenix is coming out with, and that we're also coming out with Freedom Living Team, that we believe is just going to enhance everybody's experience. All across the board, from your raving fans, your customers, your product shares, your business builders, everything is being enhanced. And what I also, with New Year's resolutions, is anybody making any New Year's resolutions, or like hey, we're gonna do this year, even if it's not with the business? Is anybody doing that? Lane and Chelsea's like, no. Sarah's like, yeah, we got some.
No, just one word. That's what we do.
One word. I love that. The one word, I love that. So one of the things we're talking about several different things, but one of the things as it pertains to this, these gatherings, because what these are gatherings. For those of you who don't know, 7 years ago when we first started this, we all got on freeconferencecalling.com, and we all, like a bunch of 90-year-olds, sat with a phone pressed to our head for 30 or 45 minutes, and we listened to a conference call. And that's how these nights operated, right? Some of you are like, are you kidding me? And we did it every single week. Every week we had these, and people would sit and they would listen, they would raise their hand, all this stuff.
So awesome.
It's changed now, and we have such a way to interact with each other. But if we don't utilize it and we're not constantly engaging, then I believe we're missing out. So one of the things that I want us to all start doing, and if you're listening to the recording, this can apply to you as well, that when these calls are happening, starting January, we would really love if it just becomes kind of second nature for everybody to have their videos on, to everybody be at a place where they can engage and they can say, listen, I'm here, I'm showing up. Listen, we're on here for 30, sometimes 40 minutes. And, when you get out of something, what you put into it. And so, come January, what we love to see is all of the screens covered with beautiful faces, like Dom wearing a Santa Claus hat, or, just to see, or Lane with his mustache, and having, because I think even that subtle, it might seem subtle to some of you, but I know, and I think all of you know, that when you have your video off, you carry yourself differently on the call, right? There's a disengagement that takes place. When you know you're being watched, when you know you are being seen, you respond differently. So again,
except when you're in your car,
right?
We
and
get
I know,
that.
and I know that right now everybody's different, so I'm not telling everybody to turn their video on right now because I know that right now family could be there, it's holidays and whatnot. But listen, if you're wanting a different result in your life, it means you have to do something different, and you have to do something different on a daily or weekly basis. So how simple is this to just say, listen, when it's Sunday night and we're getting on these team calls, I'm going to have my computer on. I'm going to be in a well-lit place. I'm going to have my notebook out. Look, guys, we're leading this call, okay? We're leading this call, and we both have notebooks out taking notes. Like, this is the level. People want to know what it takes to build this business. Look at Sarah there. Sarah's raising up her notebook. I love it. This is what it takes. Dom, I love it. This is what it takes. You guys are doing it. The simple things. And it's important, too, that your new people know that as well. Yeah. Saying, listen, when you get on these Sunday calls, videos on, these are no nonsense. We get in, we engage, we contribute in the chats. We're full on because we're not here just because we want to we love each other, we want to hang out. But who agrees that we want to make an impact? We want to change lives. Right. We want to, change our own lives and create more. So that all comes from engaging. Engaging. So there's more to come in that, you guys. Audrye and I are so excited for the things to come with Freedom Living Team in 2020. What we're going to be sharing with you over the coming weeks is truly exciting. Now, who would like to hear some hot off the press exclusive news that probably less than
that James just told me about right before the call? So we're all in this together.
If I don't see any want in the chats, then I'm not going to. I don't have to share it. It's okay. So tell me in the chats that you want to know what nobody else in Isogenics, all of Isogenics knows, and I'll go ahead and tell you.
All of Isogenics knows. Nobody in Isogenics.
No, I'm saying nobody else in Isogenics knows this.
Right. Yes, they did.
Okay. This is good. Everybody's engaged. So I want you to write on your notebook, and please, this cannot be shared yet. This cannot be shared. Please do not share this. January 2nd. Birthday cake shake is becoming a permanent flavor in Isogenics.
Come on, that's awesome.
Now, not only is that exciting and it's going to create, listen, and the reason I put this at the end, because how many people can you bring in and enroll? It's not a seasonal thing, meaning they can roll on a value pack with birthday cake shake. It's not just a seasonal thing. So there's also extra incentives that are coming where you can eat cake, you can get free birthday cake shake by helping others share with too. Okay, so we're building all of these campaigns. What Isogenics is doing is they're building all of these campaigns in this first month and second month around birthday cake, getting healthy, having your cake, eating it too, easy as cake, eating the right nutrition, it's easy as cake. So as I want to share this with you guys, because you're on this call, it's the holiday season, and you're taking your business seriously, and you're saying, I'm getting on this, and I'm wanting to engage. So I want to share this information. I'm trusting you with it. Please do not blast this on social media. Please do not let other people know, but have your wheels turning, because this is just the beginning of some incredibly exciting things that are coming, not just from a product standpoint, but from a business standpoint. So birthday cake shake is coming January 2nd permanently, meaning it can be added into any shake. And there's going to be extra incentives that Isogenics is going to be releasing, I believe, in the next week and a half, regarding how you can get free birthday cake shake for going into this new year. So is that exciting for anybody? Does that create some excitement? Who thinks that there would be people in their life that after the holidays, gaining this extra 10, 15 pounds, would love to drink some birthday cake shakes and fit better in their jeans and have more energy going into work, have more results when they're already doing their New Year's resolutions? Yeah. You guys, this is so, they've never released a shake like this at the beginning of the year, ever in the history of Isogenics. So awesome. What I'm telling you is, this is now yours. information is only useful if it's acted on, right? I can have all this information in my head, and if I never act on it, if it never changes my life, what really good is it? And so all of you are empowered.
Mm-hmm.
You have been empowered with this information. What are you going to do about it? Yes, we have Christmas. Yes, I know that so many people in this world are totally mentally checking out this week. And I'm not saying to take time and rest, but also if you're really saying this year is going to be different, how can you be intentional about planning? We're going to be planning for some time, then we're going to get into massive action, here coming a little bit when it pertains to this immediate news. But what can you be doing that's going to lead to massive growth in your personal business come very beginning of 2020?
Just the daily habits, you guys. And we are so, so excited to partner with you and to be, a part of really and truly making history. I mean, we are a part of this. So take this week to reflect. Take this week to think. Allow yourself the creative mind and the creative space to say, how can I do things different? How can I be different moving into 2020? And those are the questions that we've been asking ourselves. And we're really, really looking forward to making massive, massive waves in 2020.
So who's excited? Who's excited for 2020? Whose wheels are already turning? Maybe you're going to be sharing this a little bit with family over Christmas, the holidays. You guys, listen, Aud and I love you all to death. If you're watching live, you're watching the recording, know that our hearts are with you this holiday season. We are so, praying and just hoping that this time with family or wherever you're at in the world is so sweet, and that you truly do reflect on what we're so grateful to have, each one of us. Mm-hmm. This opportunity of Isagenix, it's a gift. Yeah. It is a gift. Mm-hmm. And may we not take it for granted, and may we, share this with so many other people who are at this time of year, would really love a gift like Isagenix. Yeah. So we hope that you guys have a wonderful Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
A wonderful time with your family. We'll be on this call next week. We will, because we're doing big things in 2020 and we've got work to do. But take this week, you guys, have an amazing time. If there's anything Aud and I can do, don't hesitate to reach out. Go to IsaRally.com, empower yourself, educate yourself, and equip yourself with what you are going to do this coming year. And we will see you guys on this call next week. Merry Christmas. We love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Have a great night.